Hey, welcome back everyone. So we have two of the cubes. So just so you know, like these are made by MegaCards. They've had a bunch of different products, I believe, that we've opened. You can kind of see it's a variety of cards. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of hoops and skybox and stuff in there. I'm also juicing this one up a little bit. I have a couple packs that I found. Black Diamond Hobby and a 96-97. So you never know what we'll find in there to kind of make it more interesting. So let's get right into it. And obviously, you know, opening multiple stuff. I'm going to choose the two cards and then I'll throw the rest on that eBay listing. And those of you guys that have been around know, you know, throwing them up on eBay has become more of a family in space. That's kind of why we're doing it. Obviously, I want to start keeping probably two cards to help with what I want to do and collect. But at the same time, you only have so much space. Got to keep everybody happy, right? And so we're going to keep her rolling. Felton, Spencer. We know there's some draft or some rookies in here. Like Brown. Dale Ellis. John Morton. Buck Williams, Charles Oakley. Well, that wasn't the greatest pack. I know this one has the same pack in it as well. These are kind of different cubes, actually. Interesting instead of the regular cubes. So, well, let's see. We already can kind of see some of the cards in here that we recognize. Well, that was kind of an interesting cut right there. All right, Dave Johnson. Patrick Ewing. I think that's on the front of one of the other ones. Randy Woods. Sean Elliott. Richie Williams. Michael Cage. Woods. NBA All-Star Skills. Person. Otis Smith, of course. Gotta throw in some wild cards. Jay Murphy. Sacramento Kings. I saw some draft in there as well. Elliot Perry, Butch, Josh Grant, Stokes, Richie Manning. And I don't know if we've pulled much good out of the Mega Cards. I thought there was one box that had, man, because they make more of these like repack type cubes. I'm just trying to think. Brandon, Hunter, Jeff Malone. If there was one that complete your set. We'll cut all the way down to the 91 Fleer that we all know and love. They could throw in D. Brown, not a horrible rookie, but they could throw in this whole set and it would probably still be cheaper than what the cubes are. Minute. Yeah, this complete set was going for, man, almost nothing, $5-10. I mean, it still might be. McMillan. So this is kind of what we'd expect, but we're hoping they throw us a bone in here yet. We got a bunch to go through. Casey Jones. That's why I figured I'd throw in a couple packs. So at least we know we're going to get some decent brands out of those from the 90s. Shrimp. Presley. I mean, these wouldn't be as bad if we can hit. If they threw any good players in there. Campbell, Frank, Cooper. Some of these are really, you kind of see some of them are a lot more faded than others too. Edwards. Man, some of these guys I barely have even heard of. Mark, well, that's kind of crazy. So there's probably the oldest card we'll probably see in there, I'm guessing. Larry Smith. And it's crazy when they make these cubes. I mean, obviously the Jordans weren't as cheap back then, 94, 95. But I'm pretty sure that throwing in like a base Jordan wouldn't have hurt anybody on these ones. We're going to hope that we got a bad cube and a good cube. So that was a whole lot of what we don't want to see. Well, hopefully with me throwing this on, I mean, we know we got a good Magic Johnson card. So at least we got that. So there's Sean Kemp. Problem with the way they pack these cubes is these front cards aren't in the... Almost think we better save that pack for last. going to get the cube shut. So there it is, our Magic Johnson. Now, surprisingly, that's a really good shape. We're going to throw that one in a... Again, not the most valuable. But when you're opening these, I mean, that's really probably what the best you could expect is some good base cards. And of course, some coach cards. I know some of you guys out there are big coach card collectors, I'm sure. Do you think the coaches, like players, are going back and buying the cards of them like the players do? Glenn Bradley. Star Picks. Matt Fish. Boy, we haven't seen one of those. Interesting. Nick Van Exel. I mean, this could be, so far, the best card we've pulled. Nick Van Exel. Sam Cassell. Crawford, Curry, White. Chris Dudley. Oh, man, we got that whole set basically in here again. We got basically this whole set again. I'm going to zip through this pretty fast. Hopefully everybody doesn't mind, but I'm sure you guys have seen enough of this one. You throw everybody in there but Jordan, essentially. Nate McMillan, so some of these repeats of the last one. There's Liberty. Hellas. Scott Skiles, Jeff Turner, Mark West, Buck, Terry Porter, Buck. All right, here we go. Our last section of cards. They didn't throw us nothing, did they? Tony Campbell, Scott Burrell. Hey, there's a first rounder. Reggie Lewis, Harvey Grant, Dennis, Murray, Rick Smits. Our kids. So the Van Exel is probably the. Unfortunately, I got to say that's probably the best. The best we've seen out of this. Nets, Knicks, Sixers. New Bull. That looks like it was out of like a Sports Illustrated. Clay Wilkins, Ogman, Randy White. Well, that is still disappointing. We're going to open this pack up. And, I mean, at this rate, we better pull some good stuff out of those packs. And then when I throw this in the listing, it'll probably, be 99 cents. I'll have to make sure to put them back in these cubes so whoever's getting them actually gets those cubes. Sam Mitchell. I won't be disappointed either way. I mean, even for me, the cubes are probably worth as much. But I'll still throw them on there. We got a couple packs for some chances to get something. Gill. Sabonis. And Fundamentals. Wow. I didn't want to have to rely on Black Diamond. But here we are. And look at that, right off the front. Boy, this pack, these corners are not good. Yeah, that corner's not in the greatest condition up there, but I will say, to have Jordan in that front pack, I'm happy. Obviously, we know I'm a big Jordan fan, so front and center. We'll throw Nick over there. So, hopefully we get... the middle cards are in the best condition. I don't think we're going to see another Jordan. We got a Shaq. Eddie Jones. Wrong Laker there. All right, we got 3 cards to go. Kukoc. I mean, these are kind of like a Metal Universe And so I always thought these were cool cards too. Shall sleeve up that. And to end it off, the Wizards. A little too early for Jordan. We got Rod Strickland. Isn't that crazy? Out of all that, I'm going to sleeve up the Shaq. That corner isn't as bad on this one. Kind of hard to tell. There it is. You can see just a little mark on that one. I think on the bottom too here. But, well, that's crazy. I'm just going to keep the one Michael Jordan. So that way if anybody does want this and they want the Magic, since I'll be throwing it on there anyways. So we got the Magic, we got the Van Exel, we got the Shaq, a whole lot of junk wagon. The cubes were probably the coolest things, unfortunately, but you know how it goes. We can't win them all here. I'm hoping I have a rookie baseball cube. As you guys saw them up on the wall, the baseball one I'm kind of excited for because it says Hot Cards Rookie Cube. So it looks like it's going to be, it supposedly should be all rookies then, I would imagine. So I got a couple of those we're going to be doing. And we're going to be working on this wall and get to these mystery boxes that are kind of sitting on the bottom. So you guys have a good one, and we are going to have a better rip tomorrow.